Welcome to this explainer. Okay, I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we are breaking down one of the most chaotic, emotionally charged fixtures in recent memory. I'm talking about the 2026 Premier League battle between Manchester United and Liverpool. Now, if you caught any of this game, you know it was pure, unadulterated footballing madness. We saw breathtaking brilliance, we saw absolutely shocking collapses, and a breathless finish that left fans literally stunned. So let's cut right through the noise and look at exactly how this tactical roller coaster actually unfolded on the pitch. To truly grasp the intensity of this match, you really have to understand the staggering history behind this specific number, 134. This isn't just some random stat, it's literally the beating heart of this entire fixture. The broadcast commentary hit the nail on the head, calling it 134 years of argument, of glory and grievance, of big motions. This isn't just a game, guys. We're talking about well over a century of fierce rivalry between two clubs sitting practically next door to each other, but separated by this massive, intense historical divide. Both teams stepped onto the Old Trafford pitch knowing exactly what was on the line here.
Right, so let's get into Act 1, United's blistering early dominance.
From the very first kick of the game, Manchester United established this overwhelming dominance that, frankly, left Liverpool looking completely helpless. The energy inside Old Trafford was absolutely electric, and United weaponized that atmosphere right out of the gate. Minute 1, they are quite literally steamrolling Liverpool straight from kickoff. By minute 8, we're seeing incredibly fluid passing in tight spaces, creating these super dangerous early chances that just had Liverpool's defense completely scrambling. And then, at minute 35, the culmination of all this pressure. Benjamin Sesko brilliantly throws his frame into the mix, bulldozes through, and doubles United's lead. He basically isolated the goalkeeper and just insisted, "I am going to score."
The commentary team perfectly captured the mismatch, saying every time Manchester United attack, they're just cutting through Liverpool like a hot knife through butter. And you know, it really was too easy for United. They were moving the ball exceptionally well, while Liverpool's players were making dodgy clearances and just looking entirely out of sorts.
But, as they always say, football is a game of two halves. Right before the break, we hit a massive turning point. An apparent injury to Sesko meant he clearly wasn't moving comfortably at all. This forced United's manager, Michael Carrick, into a tactical reshuffle up front at halftime, and in doing so, he inadvertently handed Liverpool a desperately needed lifeline.
Which brings us right into Act 2, where Liverpool totally flips the script. When the teams emerged from the tunnel for the second half, the entire complexion of the match just turned on its head. Whatever was said in the Liverpool dressing room, combined with United's forced changes, created an entirely different game. The main catalyst for this massive shift? Dominik Szoboszlai. In a match that was frantic and chaotic, he brought this immense calm and poise. He was just so certain in front of goal when he slotted in a crucial strike to drag his team right back into the fight. But he didn't stop there. He also delivered a brilliant assist, threading this beautiful ball right between the lines to keep the momentum surging. He was exactly the spark Liverpool needed to finally wake up.
The sudden shift in momentum was so jarring that even the commentators were caught off guard. They called it the most remarkable uplift, a game that has turned on its head. I mean, just 10 minutes into the second half, the narrative had entirely flipped. Liverpool went from looking completely lost to looking like they could do something really special.
So how does that happen? Let's look at Act 3, the complete structural collapse of Manchester United's midfield.
To understand how Liverpool got back into this so easily, we have to look directly at that breakdown. Unlike their precise, highly organized execution in the first half, the second half was pure chaos. Veterans like Casemiro and Kobbie Mainoo suddenly found themselves completely out of position, caught way too far forward. The discipline just completely evaporated.
It happened like a domino effect. First, Casemiro inexplicably empties the middle of the pitch. That forces the other midfielders to push up, and they get caught aggressively out of position. And finally, smelling blood in the water, Liverpool ruthlessly exploits those massive, gaping holes with devastating wave-after-wave counterattacks. It was a structural nightmare for United.
The broadcast accurately diagnosed the problem in real time, shouting, "Look at Casemiro and Kobbie out of the game again. Liverpool are now looking like they can score with every attack." It was absolutely wild to watch experienced veterans just empty the midfield like that. Down on the touchline, Michael Carrick was left literally scratching his head, trying to figure out how to patch up a sinking ship. This total loss of tactical control led to a frantic back-and-forth finale that descended into pure, unadulterated footballing madness.
Both teams just threw caution to the wind in this desperate bid to claim all the points in a 134-year-old rivalry.
Those final chaotic moments were an absolute blur. Cody Gakpo steps up to punish the disorganized United defense and finds the back of the net, meaning he scored both home and away against them this season. Tensions completely boiled over, resulting in a fierce, aggressive challenge from Bruno Fernandes that earned him a yellow card. Honestly, he was lucky it wasn't worse. And then we saw these incredible individual efforts, like Ahmad executing a thrilling, desperate late run down the pitch. It was just a blur of frantic energy right up until the final whistle blew.
So, what does this chaotic classic actually mean for the rest of the 2026 Premier League title race? After a breathless draw that showcased both breathtaking attacking brilliance and absolutely shocking defensive collapses from both sides, we're left wondering, which version of these teams is going to show up next week? Can United maintain that first-half dominance for a full 90 minutes? Or will Liverpool's second-half resilience be the defining trait of their season? Think about that as you digest this match. Thanks so much for joining me in this explainer, and definitely keep your eyes on how this wild season unfolds.